The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast are the content creator's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of Essex County College. The material and information presented here is for entertainment and informative purposes only. It should not be considered as professional advice or a substitute for seeking professional guidance.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mahkiya. This is my first ever podcast, so I'm a little nervous. So don't mind me, please. This is my new podcast. It's called Let's Chat. And yeah. Basically, I wanted to start this podcast because I wanted to try something new. I never done nothing like this before. So if I'm coming off like so awkwardly, so social, so strange, please don't mind me. I swear this is my first podcast ever. And yeah, I just wanted to try something new, get my mind off of everything. And yeah, this is my first introduction. So I'm going to be here by myself. Maybe a couple of the episodes I may be by myself, but I may bring guests here, outside guests, or I might call somebody in through my Bluetooth, connect my phone, and then we'll see where it goes. So the purpose of me making a Let's Chat podcast was for the simple fact that I want to talk about a lot of stuff that be going on in the real world. I feel like everybody just be so distracted with with the whole Diddy situation. Yeah, I just hit the mic. With the whole Diddy situation, everybody is just so paying attention to that, but nobody's really paying attention to what's going on outside of that. And yeah, mostly the topics I will be talking about is mental health, childhood trauma, relationships, friendships, your mental as you get older, how your life is supposed to be in your 20s, how are you supposed to structure on with life, not to let BS get to you and stuff like that. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. So let me start off. I'm going to be writing the whole time. So basically, I wanted to talk about mental health because I feel like everybody struggles with it, but nobody really wants to talk about it. I feel like ever since COVID has happened, everybody's mental has just been downhill ever since. And I can understand that because, we've been locked out. We've been locked down for I think 3 years. And it stopped us from going to school. So COVID happened. My high school, I was in freshman year of high school. And then my freshman year ended due to COVID happening. I was actually suspended when COVID first dropped. Because it first dropped, I think in January, but nobody really knew. But my school shut down, in March, I think. Either February or March, either or. So we got shut down. And then we had online school, but I wasn't going, honestly. I felt like, when school let out and we was out of school, out of in-person, because I was going to North Star at the time. And I just liked North Star. I really did. I just liked it a lot. So when I got the opportunity to not go anymore, I was just like, oh, I'm going to sleep in. I'm going to play the game all day. I'm going to just do what I want. And I think a lot of people can agree with that. So if y'all agree, clap with me. Yeah, so I think a lot of people agree with me when I say they didn't want to go to class. Even when I did go to class, I really tried to stay in the class, but it was just so boring because it was just I would learn better in person than online, for real. But surprisingly, I passed. I didn't go to class that much, but I passed, surprisingly. My sophomore year, I was in virtual again. It wasn't towards towards the end of sophomore year that wasn't towards the end of sophomore year that they were starting back up in person, but my mom wasn't gonna let me go. I don't blame her. So yeah. And then when junior year came, that was when we was all supposed to go back. I didn't want to go back at all. I was actually planning on dropping out of high school my junior year because I was just like over it. I was really, really over it. I was just like, no, I don't want to do this no more. I kept telling my mom that. I was just like, no, I don't want to do school no more. Luckily, the type of mom that I have, she wasn't for it. So I transferred out of North Star and I went to People's Prep. I stayed there till it was time for me to graduate. I graduated in 2023. So clap your hands because I graduated. I didn't drop out. Yeah, so I didn't drop out. That's when now I'm in Essex County College, community college. So whoop whoop. This is my first year. How I like it. At first, I wouldn't say I didn't like it. I just was very hesitant to go to a community college because, you know, people have like a bad reputation of community college. Oh God. I was actually, you know, because community colleges, they don't really like put community colleges out there for real. They just be like, I would rather you go to a 4-year than to a community college. Luckily, with my advisors at People's Prep, shout out Miss Boakman and Miss Charles, love y'all. They was actually very encouraging me to go to a community college. But for real, I didn't really want to go to a community college, to be honest. I didn't want to stay in state. I actually wanted to go to a HBCU. Because, you know, I keep saying, I'm sorry, I'm just nervous. I really wanted to go to a HBCU because, well, first it's a HBCU. I always hear a lot about HBCUs like Morgan State. What other colleges? Morgan State, NCAT. I didn't apply to NCAT because that's all the way in North Carolina, and I didn't know like if I was gonna drive there, take the plane. I didn't want to take a plane because I'm scared of heights, low key. Yeah, I'm scared of heights, so that wasn't happening at all. Morgan State, I've actually visited Morgan State when I was a senior during my spring break because my cousin was going there. He transferred, so he's back in state. I visited Morgan State during my spring break. It was actually nice, but the only thing I didn't really like about Morgan State was the fact that it was an open campus. So open campus means that it's open for everybody. So anybody can walk in, even people that don't attend Morgan State can walk in. And that's not cool. That's very like dangerous in my opinion. So I commend people that go to Morgan State or any open campuses, honestly. But the HBCU that I attended was Cheney University, the first HBCU. Yeah, the first HBCU, not the second. Don't play. The first HBCU. I decided to go to Cheney. Well, I had a couple options. My first option was Lincoln University of PA. I didn't get in. Then my second option was West Virginia State University. That's an HBCU. I didn't know they had HBCUs in West Virginia, but they do. And I used to live in West Virginia, so I was very comfortable with going back to West Virginia because I lived there for a minute, so I'm comfortable with living there or going to college there. I got accepted there. I was planning on going, but my financial aid, it was just not working. If you're a college student, please be on your FAFSA because they will really they are horrible. Can I get a boo for that? Oh, they don't got no boos? They don't? Let me see. Oh, nope, that's not a boo. Whatever. Yeah, but financial aid really it's a thumbs down for me. But I actually applied to Cheney last minute. For real, I applied last minute. And they accepted me. I was going to go in the fall, but I decided to go in the spring. So the spring, like in January, which is my birthday month. Ooh, yes. My birthday. Oh, yeah, my birthday is January 21st. So I'm an Aquarius. I haven't met that many Aquariuses. Well, I met like a couple, but I didn't really like them per se. They just acted too bougie for me, and I don't like that. I mean, people say I act bougie, but I don't act how they act. No, I don't act bougie. I don't think I act bougie. But yeah, I attended Cheney. My first time walking in there, I would say I was very disappointed. I was only disappointed with the dorms because I lived in Tubman Hall, if anybody went to Cheney. It gave a jail cell. Like, it really gave a jail cell. Like, how the walls was set up, even how the hallways was looking, it gave, like, a jail cell. And nobody would not understand. I even told my cousin that. I told him, like, I don't like it here. Like, it gave a jail cell. And he was like, you don't know what a jail cell look like. I was like, you want to see how my room looks? Do you want to see how the hallway look? I showed him everything. He was just like, yeah, it do look like a jail cell. Like, I don't be exaggerating. I be exaggerating, but not too much. But, yeah, it gave that. I was just disappointed with the rooms because I would have expected. I think I had high expectations because, you know, how other HBCUs looked. I thought it would look like that, but, you know, not a lot of HBCUs have money and stuff like that. No shade, but we should start giving money to HBCUs and community colleges too, because it's a lot of stuff in this community, in Essex County that I would want to do. Like, I would want to do, like, we don't have a football team. I would like to have a football team. I'm not really like a basketball person for real. So I would just rather watch football than basketball. But yeah, I'm a football person. My favorite team is the Giants. So I know a lot of people are gonna come for me for saying that my team is the Giants, but do I care? No, I don't care. I do not care. But I know people is gonna be laughing, so yeah, I know people is gonna be laughing because I said my favorite team is the Giants, but especially what's their team? People in Philly are really diehard Eagle fans. Really. When I went to Cheney, it was nothing but Philly people. It was Philly people, Miami people, Florida people. Not that many people from Jersey. I was really the only one for real that was from Jersey. But they are diehard Eagle fans. But my team beat y'all team, so don't know what to say. But all to y'all shade, my team beat y'all team. And we gonna beat y'all again. So we gonna beat y'all team again. But yeah, back to Cheney. I went there. My moving day was January 18th. That day was like, we were supposed to leave like early in the morning, but it ain't my fault for real. I think we left like around 12 going into 1. I didn't get there till like 2 going into 3. And moving day was going to be over at 3, so I thought I had to turn right back around. Because mind you, Cheney is in PA. I'm from Jersey, so that's like a 2-hour drive, hour and a half drive. So I thought they were going to turn me around, but luckily they did it. The process, it wasn't that long. I just had to register for classes, get my financial aid. Like they had to pull up my financial aid and see what my financial aid was covering. Luckily, my financial aid was covering 99% of it. I just had to pay back like $1,000, which that isn't bad. That's not bad at all. Usually, like a lot of people, their prices would be higher and they would have loans and stuff like that. But I didn't take out no loans. For real. They gave me loans, but I didn't take them out. But yeah, I didn't move until like 6 going into 7. And then when I went in the room, I was so disappointed. So disappointed how like my room looked. I thought it would have looked better. But I had a roommate, sadly. We're not going to get into details with that situation, but just know that I had to switch rooms because I didn't like her for real. And I feel like dorm life makes you very miserable. And I was kind of depressed in college when I was in Cheney. For one, I was depressed because, for one, I'm out of state. I'm somewhere that I never been before. Yeah, I have family in PA, but I don't know them. So it's like I'm depressed. Like I'm basically alone. And two, I thought I was going to be able to go home, like not every weekend, but like once in a blue moon that I was able to go home. But no. You just said no. Like you can't go home that much. I went home when it was spring break. I stayed there. Like my spring break started in March 1st. I didn't come back till I think the 12th. I think I came back. I was supposed to come back like the 6th, but I didn't come back till like I'll say like the 12th. I didn't come back. But yeah. So yeah, basically I was just really depressed, and I had met somebody in college, and it was a whole lot of with that person that I met. And I'm not going to say I regret meeting that person because that person really showed me who they really are. And it kind of falls back on me because I allow those type of people in my life. But now I'm just at a point in my life where I want to just find peace within myself. I want to learn how to forgive people. For real. I didn't forgive that person all the way yet, just because it left like a scar to me. It just left a scar on me. That's probably why I don't forgive the person. But, a lot of people always say, oh, you got to forgive people. You got to do this. You got to do that. And God always said you got to forgive the person. Not for them, but for you. And I understand that, but no buts. I understand. But it's just like a hard process. Yeah, it's like a hard process. It's like you can't even get over it. Like I can forgive a person, but I'll never forget what you did. And I think I'm okay with that. Now, stemming past that, I want to talk about my experience at Essex County. This is my first year in Essex County. Yeah, it's my first year at Essex County. So far, I like it. I thought I wasn't going to like it for real because it's a community college. But I actually really like it here. It's not bad. It gives like a 4-year college. The only difference is it's 2 years and you're not living in dorm. You can live in dorm, but that's just going to like mess up your chances of getting a refund check. And I can't get a refund check right now because my FAFSA doesn't work. Yes, my financial aid does not work at all. So I have to pay it out of pocket. Yeah, so that sucks. That really, 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 really sucks because I was hoping to get that refund check. Sorry. I've been up since like 7 in the morning, so I'm really tired. Yeah. But I've called FAFSA so many times. Not my FAFSA at my school. The FAFSA, like the federal government stuff. I called them. They just gave me the same old BS. My FAFSA has not been working since March of 2023. It's October now, October 1st, 2024, and it's still not working. I've called them I called them numerous times. And they would give me the same BS, the same old BS. I kid you not. Even one of them hung up on me. Like, could you believe that? Even one of the dudes hung up on me because he was talking about, oh, he didn't like my tone. Like, what? How do you not like my tone? But y'all can't even do y'all jobs right, and y'all can't even tell me if whether or not y'all gonna get it fixed or not. Like, can we be for real, please? Can we be for real? Like, how are you getting mad at me having an aggressive tone because y'all not doing y'all jobs? Maybe if y'all do y'all jobs right, I wouldn't be having to curse y'all out about doing y'all job. Who you
salad.
Okay. So, yeah, basically. But my experience here is not bad at all. I actually like it so far. It actually gives me a lot more opportunities that Cheney didn't give me because Cheney didn't have that much stuff, let alone they didn't have that much programs for me to do. I was a criminal justice major at first, but now I'm an education major here. I actually got a job recently for being a teacher, so clap it up for that. Yes, I'm a teacher. I'm actually having a meeting today about a teacher club meeting and like having a fundraiser and stuff for us. So I find that really amazing. And I think that would be like a really good idea for us to do. Since it's it's Halloween. I mean, it's not Halloween, but y'all can't see, but I'm recording in my camera, but it's October 1st. Y'all know I had to bring out my Halloween cup. That's going to sound awkward, me drinking that water. But yeah, it's Halloween, so I brought my Halloween cup. I'm going to be using this cup. Maybe I'll buy more cups. I've seen on TikTok, this woman, she had a whole bunch of mug collections of like horror movies, like Coraline, Coraline is not really a horror movie, but I love Coraline. If you don't know what Coraline is, you need some help, for real. Like, who doesn't know what Coraline is? Just like I was talking to a friend, and this is when Beetlejuice 2 was coming out, and I was like, oh, I want to see Beetlejuice so bad, Beetlejuice 2 so bad, and she was like, what's that? I'm like, so you never seen Beetlejuice 1? You never seen the first one? And she said no. I was like, what? Like, how have y'all not seen Beetlejuice? And that's an old movie. Yes, it is. But like, you had to see your parents watch that. You had to. Or anybody. You had to see anybody watching that. Like, for real. And if you didn't, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Y'all had to see that. But yeah, she had a bunch of mugs of like Coraline, the movie Terrifier, Art the Clown, Michael Myers. I almost said Michael Jackson. Sorry, Jason, Scream. She had like a whole bunch of mugs of like different characters for the theme of Halloween. I was like, where did you get that? Because I want to get that for real. And I really, really like that. And I've been looking all over. You would probably have to go to like Ross, Marshalls. You probably have to order it online or something. Target maybe to get all of that. Or you can go on a TikTok shop. TikTok shop has been taking my money recently. Like, I kid you not. They be selling like a lot of nice stuff, especially like Halloween themed stuff. They sure do that. They sure do sell a lot of stuff. I actually went to Burlington recently. And I was downstairs. I didn't know they had it downstairs. That was my first time. This was my first time ever going to Burlington. I'd never been to Burlington. But now in Jersey, they have a Burlington. I'd never been to Burlington before. So I went in there. They had it downstairs. And they had a whole lot of paintings. They had paintings of like Mario. They had paintings of Bride of Chucky. If y'all haven't seen that, please, again, y'all need some help, please. Bride of Chucky posters. They had Jason posters. At the time, it was Friday the 13th. So it was that day I went, it was Friday the 13th. So that was a perfect timing of me seeing that poster. I wish I should have got it. But they probably don't got them posters up no more. They probably snatched it up or probably put it back in the stocking or whatever. I seen Michael Myers. I've seen Peach. I've seen a whole lot of Hello Kitty stuff. And recently I've been obsessed with Hello Kitty. Like before I didn't really care too much about Hello Kitty for real when I was like little. But now I'm like obsessed with her now. Like my favorite color isn't pink, but I really love pink now. Like if you see my book bag, it's pink. It's very like kiddish, but I don't really care for real. Like, I'm a college student. I really don't care what book bag I can wear. I can wear a Paw Patrol book bag right now and wouldn't care. Wouldn't care at all. Like, that's how much I don't care. I could wear a Paw Patrol book bag. I could wear a Bratz book bag, a Barbie book bag, and still wouldn't care. Oh yeah, I'm obsessed with Barbie too. I don't know why. Like, I don't know, all this stuff that I should have been obsessed with as a kid, I'm obsessed with now as an adult now. I mean, I liked Barbie, but not as much for real, for real. Like, I was mostly obsessed with Bratz than Barbie. Now, like, I'm obsessed with like Bratz still, but it's like now I'm like more in love with Barbie. I think ever since I seen that Barbie movie came out, I've been like obsessed with Barbie. Like, I just been wearing a lot of pink. I just been very girly. I act like what Barbie X. I don't know. But yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. Ooh, I was trying to fix the mic. But I don't know what else to talk about. What else? What else? I feel like I'm just rambling on. But yeah, the topic of mental health, I just went haywire. But the topic of mental health, I really want to talk about mental health because, again, not a lot of people talk about it. Yeah, they're taking it seriously, but I feel like they're not taking it as seriously. I feel like mostly parents don't be taking mental health seriously. Only because, like, you know, they're older than us and their generation, they didn't really talk about mental health like that. So I wouldn't say they're ignorant to it, but they're ignorant to it. Like, they don't really know how to deal with their kids that has mental health problems. Like, for me, I think I have, like, depression, and I think that stems from, like, when with my dad passing away. My dad passed away in 2016, so I was in 6th grade. He passed away in November, and okay, I keep yawning. I'm really tired, but yeah, he passed away when I was in 6th grade, and due to gun violence. He passed away due to gun violence. And I feel like that really just, like, took a toll on me, for real, because, you know, I'm a daddy's girl. So, like, I've always wanted him, always needed him. Anytime I remember when he would just, like, leave the house, I would always start crying mad hard until he would come back home. That's how bad it was. But I think he was probably annoyed of that. But I don't care for real. But yeah, I feel like my mental health kind of stemmed from that happening, because you don't never think that you're going to lose your parent or anybody that you really was close with at a young age. You never think that. And that's why, like, I really hate is a very strong word, but I hate when people pass away, because it's just like, it's so unexpected. And you never know for real when are they going to go. And that's why, like, people always say, like, just live your life to the fullest and da-da-da-da. But it's, yeah, you can't. Yeah, you should live your life to the fullest. Yes. But they passing away, that's going to affect you in the long run. And I feel like that affected me in the long run. Even though, like, I know he wouldn't want me to be affected by that. But it's just, like, it's hard to get over somebody's death. Like, somebody's passing, sorry. It's hard to get over somebody's passing, especially when you were, like, really close to them or you didn't expect their passing. And I feel like that's what I want to talk about with, like, childhood trauma, how parents should deal with kids' mental health, because I feel like, let's just be real, our parents kind of effed us up. I'm just going to say it. Our parents kind of messed us up. By the way, they raised us, how they talk, they're very, like me personally, sometimes, like, I really can't, like, talk to my mom about certain things, because I feel like she's very judgmental. Like, I don't want to say that, but, like, she gives off, like, she's very judgmental sometimes. And I guess sometimes she would be like, oh, if you're not making sense with the conversation, I don't want to hear it. Yeah, but sometimes I be making sense with it, but I feel like she don't be really getting it, for real, for real. And that's why, like, some of the times, like, I just be wanting to be by myself. Is why I say, like, I show, like, I'm depressed, because I just would rather be by myself than I would talk to somebody in the house. Like, I would really just sit in a room all day and just not speak to nobody. Every times where I would just be stuck in the room, I would just sit in the room all day because I feel like that's a safe place for me. And I got my own room too, so I could be in a room all by myself with nobody bothering me or nothing like that. Yeah, I could be in a room by myself and nobody bothering me, nobody like interrupting my bubble, stuff like that. Because my room is like very different. It's kind of different from like how everybody else's room in the house. Because like I have LED lights, I have like a lantern, not a lantern, but like a. I wish I could show y'all a picture, but it's like a lantern that you could point up in the ceiling, and it shows like different colors and stuff like that. That's what I have. So it's like that room became like my woman cave. You know how to say a man cave? My room became a woman cave for me. So I can just stay in a room and just be, to myself. I can relax. Sometimes I don't really relax though, for real, for real. Now, when I say I don't really relax for real, is because I mostly struggle with like anxiety. My anxiety, I don't know where it comes from. I think maybe it comes from like with my dad passing away. But it mostly comes, like, my anxiety mostly comes from me overthinking. Like, I be overthinking over the littlest things that I shouldn't be overthinking about. Like, I could be, I'm thinking of an example. Somebody saying something to me that's not that serious. I say to myself, it's not that serious. And I say out loud, it's not that serious. But I still overthink about it in the next, I'll say like in the next 2 days. 2 days, I'll be overthinking about it. Or if I'm having anxiety, sometimes my anxiety just comes out of nowhere. Sometimes I'll be overthinking out of nowhere. Sometimes when I wake up, I have anxiety for no reason, and I'm just now waking up. Like, why am I waking up and I'm already anxious, and my throat feels tight, and I feel like I can't breathe? Like, why do I feel like that? Maybe I wasn't ready to go. Maybe I wasn't ready to wake up. That's probably why I'm having anxiety. Yeah, that's probably why. But yeah, that's just I be having struggles with my anxiety. I also want to learn how to control it. I also want to learn how to stop overthinking, because I overthink like a mug. And again, I be overthinking about the littlest things that I should not be overthinking about. And I know that it's the littlest thing, but I still overthink about it. I still overthink about it. And I tell myself it's not that serious, but I still overthink it. I still overthink it. I don't like it. I really. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, I just accidentally muted myself, but I really want to learn how to just stop overthinking about the littlest things. And also, I also want to, I be wanting to like talk to people, like a therapist or something like that, but like I have not had the best therapy experiences. Like recently I had a therapist. I don't know. It's just like she just wasn't working for me. Like I don't know what it was. Maybe because like she was younger. Maybe I need somebody that's like older. I don't know. But it's just like she just wasn't working for me. And then it's just like we would talk like once a week. Yes, like we would talk once a week. Once a week. We didn't like, and sometimes we would talk twice a week. Me personally, I like to talk people's ears off, especially how I feel. Especially if like I'm comfortable with you, I would like to talk. I would like to talk your ears off. Cause it be like a lot of stuff that's going on with me, or it's like a lot of stuff that be in my head that I just want to blur out. I just want to blur out. And it's just like I'm gonna need more than one conversation throughout 7 days of the week. I'm gonna need more than that. I don't know how everybody else is, but me personally, I'm gonna need more than talk to somebody once a week. I'm gonna need more than that. I'm gonna need more than that. So, yeah. Um. So basically, yeah. And when I told her that I wanted to like cut the therapy session early, because I told her, because for one, we're not talking that much. For two, it's like I'm repeating myself. And it's like I'm repeating myself. I'm talking about how I feel, and nothing is changing. Even when I take the advice, it's still the same thing. I'm still feeling the same way. And I don't like that. And two, I feel like my insurance is wasting their money. My insurance was paying for my therapy sessions. I felt like personally my insurance was wasting their money. Is it my money or the insurance money? Whatever. My money, I don't know. But basically I feel like my insurance can put their money into some more important. The therapy session is important. It is important. But she's not, I feel like she wasn't taking it seriously, for real, for real. And then when I told her that, she was just like, oh, okay, well then we can end our session early. I was like, okay, well, there's no reason for you to cop an attitude. It's just like, I'm just, just saying how it is. I feel like my insurance is wasting their money, and they could put it into more something serious, more important per se. The therapy session is important, but I feel like she wasn't taking it seriously. Is there an AC in here? Because I'm really cold. But yeah, I felt like she wasn't taking it that seriously. And Essex County, my college, they provide therapy sessions. I'm currently trying to sign up. I haven't got anything back yet, but maybe by today, because I have a psychology class around 2:25. And my class ends at 3:45, so maybe I can go by. Maybe depending, I can go by. I like psychology. My psychology class, it's okay. It's a little. My professor's always talking about social media. Like, I guess she really hates social media. And I mean, I hate social media too, but she talks about it way more than we talk about it. And we barely be on our phones in that class, because it's like a lecture in that class. So she just always talks about, social media this, social media that. I hate social media. If you hate social media so much, then why do you bring it up so much? You bring it up more than we do. Like, she brings it up more than we do. But yeah, with my anxiety, my therapy thing, I'm currently trying to sign back up. I'm waiting for an update. Hopefully everything will go smoothly, and it's free, so I don't gotta pay for nothing. I don't think my insurance gotta pay for nothing either. I just come in, do a therapy session, and then leave whenever like I feel better after that, which is good. Stemming with my anxiety, actually yesterday I took a walk before I went to Essex County. I went to Vailsburg Park, that's right by my house. That was my first time ever going to Vailsburg Park, and I went with like my friends. Shout out to them. They was really very helpful. They helped me get out of my head, even when I was catching myself getting in my head. It was just like, nope. Like, come on back. Like, take a walk, relax yourself. Don't be in your head so much. I feel like I be in my head so freaking much, and I hate when I'm in my head. Because when I'm in my head, I can't think straight. And then I just wind up having an anxiety attack, and the anxiety will lead to me having a breakdown, and I start crying. Sometimes I be feeling like I want to cry, but no tears be coming out, if that makes sense. Like, y'all ever feel like y'all want to cry, but nothing's coming out? That's how I be feeling. Like I wanted to cry when I was going to the park and taking a walk, but I really didn't cry. I just felt like so much better after that. I felt so much better. But I wouldn't say my day got ruined. I would just say like my night, like I got a little irritated, but it didn't affect me with my overthinking. Like, I was thinking about it, but then I was just like doing what they told me to do, like get out of my head, do something that will make you not think about it. And that's exactly what I did. So this person that I was like talking to, whatever. I guess you could say I really liked him. I did like him. I did. But I just felt like I felt like he wasn't that interested in me. You know, like that honeymoon phase that you go through, and then when it's dead, it just gets boring after that. Like, that's how I felt. I hate when the honeymoon phase goes away. I hate that. I want it to stay for like a long time. I want that to stay for a very long time. But that never happens, for real, for real. So I went to him and I talked to him. I would rather talk to you about it in person than over text. And I was telling him, like, I just think, like, at first he was just like, are you coming here to annoy me? I'm like, what? What you mean that I just come here to annoy you? I never knew somebody that complains about, I don't know, whatever. I'm not going to get to that. I'm not going to get not mad all over again, but like thinking about it in my head again. So basically, long story short, I just felt like he just had an attitude about me wanting to talk to him or me wanting to come, just to come see him or whatever, or come talk to him or whatever. So that's when I was just like, you know what? I just think we should just stay friends. I like us better as friends, because when we're friends, it's no BS happening. But like when it started to oh, you like me, oh, I like you, can we see that's when I really started and didn't really like it that much. So I was just like, I think we should just stay friends. In my opinion, I felt like he really didn't care. That's why I went home and I was just like, I just burst through the door and I just stormed upstairs, because it was just like, you just wasted my time, for real. And I just felt like he just wasted my time. And I hate getting my time wasted. The same people that say they hate getting their time wasted be the same people wasting your time. Can I get an amen for that? Amen for that. Amen. Because the same people that say that be the same people that be wasting your time. I don't get that. Be the same people wasting your time. Be the same people. Be the same people. I just hate hypocrites. Don't be a hypocrite. But now, I feel a lot better about it. Sometimes, I think about it because, I don't want to see that person move on. And, I wanted to say the N-word, but I can't say the N-word. But boys are going to be boys. Boys are going to be boys. Just like how they say girls are going to be girls. Boys are going to be boys. So I have to just live with that at that point, because boys are going to be boys. They're going to do what they're going to do and not care how the next person feels. So if he does that, whatever. But as long as we're friends and he don't make it awkward, then I don't really care. But I actually I wasn't gonna tell my mom about it, but I actually told her about it. And after when I stormed in the house and I told her what had happened with me and that person, me and him, she was just like, well, don't feel no type of way about it, because if you saying that he act like he didn't care, then you just dodged the bullet, because he was probably doing some BS that you didn't know about, or he just probably didn't care about you as much as you cared about him. And I was just like, you know what? You're right. Because guess what? It's plenty of fish in the sea. And I'm young, so, I can have fun or whatever like that, just as long as I'm being smart about it, and play these dudes before they play me, honestly. I ain't going to. I'm going to stop. But for real. But yeah, that's just mostly how I feel. This is about to end in 60 minutes. Yeah, I got 60 minutes. Oh yeah, 60 minutes. 11 o'clock is about to end. But it's 10:51 right now. I'm gonna try to hurry up because I feel like I was just talking y'all ears off. But this is the main reason why I really wanted to make a podcast, because I just want to talk y'all ears off, and whoever wants to listen, I love you for that. I love you for that. I love you for that. Because you can hear me talk your ears off. You can hear me say whatever I want to say. And y'all feel free to like comment however y'all feel. Comment what y'all want to say and everything like that. But speaking of, it's October 1st. I want to thank God for making me wake up to see another day, another month. I want to thank God for that. I also want to thank God for giving me this opportunity to do this. I want to thank God for, won't he do it? Yes, he will. He would do it for you. And if it's not for you, he's going to show you that it is not for you. And he showed me that this is for me. And I love this. And I love this. And I love whoever is listening again. I love you guys for that. I really like this harp sound. I really like it. And it's pink too. I love everything pink. And it's pink. Even my phone is pink. My apps, my icons, whatever, it's pink. My lock screen isn't pink. I have a Hello Kitty screen. I have a bunch of pink lock screens too, but right now it's not pink. I'm also obsessed with the rapper XXXTentacion. Rest in peace to him. I'm also very much obsessed with him. So I might change my lock screen to him real quick, cause yeah, let me change it. Yep, it's him now. That's my man. That was never y'all's. It was always mine.
Who you telling?
Not clock that. But yeah. But basically, back to the story. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. But yeah, I just told my mom that I felt better after that, and I called like my other friend, and he basically just made me feel a whole lot better. He's like a little mini therapist for me. I always call him when I'm like having problems. I can just call him just to pretend like I'm okay, and he would just know like, what's wrong with you? He'd be like, what's wrong with you, Kaya? And I'm like, you can tell something's wrong with me? He said, yeah, I can tell. I know you very well. I can tell when something's wrong with you. No matter how much I try to ow, I just hit my belly ring. Ow. I might take out this belly ring. I had this belly ring since Valentine's Day. I got my belly button pierced in Valentine's Day while I was in Cheney. I think I paid like, it was a discount for me. I think it was like $20. I paid only $10 because I had a discount, and I was cool with the girl. So yeah, but I keep hitting myself in the belly ring by accident. Like, oh, I hate when that happens. Like, I remember I was play fighting in Cheney, and Sabi hit me in the belly, and it like scratched my belly ring. I was so mad. I started hitting him mad hard. Hitting him mad hard because like that really, really hurt. Y'all don't understand how it feels until you get a belly ring. I also want a tongue piercing too. I want a tongue piercing, but I don't think I want that. I just probably get snake eyes. I really want my tongue slit though. I really want my tongue slit, but I'm probably not gonna get it. I probably am gonna get it. I'm gonna just wait. Maybe when like I'm like 50, I'll get it, because nobody gonna be paying attention to me anyway at 50. But yeah, yeah. I called my friend, and like we had like I think like 2.5 hour phone conversation. Ooh, and it just made me feel so much better. Like I was so out of my head, and even when we hung up, I was not in my head about it. I wasn't like overthinking or nothing like that. And I felt really good, and it was just like, you know what? I need people like this. I need people like that. And honestly, it's another thing why I wanted to do this podcast is because like I be feeling like I don't be having nobody to talk to, for real. Because you know, in this new era, nobody cares about what you feel, how you feel. Nobody cares about what you gotta say, stuff like that. They don't care. So it's like it's a dog eat dog world. You gotta just suck it up, thug it out, and do what you gotta do. I can thug it out. Like in certain situations, I can thug certain things out, but if I feel like I can't thug this like one thing out, I'm not gonna thug it out. I need to I need to talk about it, or I need to talk about it, or I need to write it out, write a little voice message. I have a journal app on my phone. And I use it sometimes. I need to start back using it. But usually when I'm like in my head a little bit too much, when I feel like I'm about to have a breakdown, I use the app and I just send voice messages to myself, and I just be like, oh, this is how I'm feeling, and X, Y, and Z, and da 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 da. That's how I be feeling. And yeah, basically that's just how I be feeling. And I be wanting to do that. I need to start back doing that. I be having like a reminder and a timer to like what specific time to write a journal, but sometimes I don't do it. Sometimes when I don't do it is because like I'm not in my head. I'm not like, it's not that I be in my head, but it's not that serious to the point I need to write it out. If that makes sense. Like that don't make sense, but it kind of makes sense to me. It do. Don't judge me. But yeah, that's just how I be feeling low key. That's how I like do things. But now that I'm doing this podcast, I feel like I'm gonna be consistent with it. I'm gonna lock in with it. We're gonna be locked in like 2 peas in a pod. 2 peas in a pod. I really like this sound. I'm sorry. 2 peas in a pod. We're gonna be locked in. And we're gonna I'm also gonna what's the other thing? I'm gonna lock in with this podcast. I think I'm gonna be doing it weekly. I really want to do it like Tuesday, Friday. Yeah, I want to do it Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, because that's when I'm available. That's when like I'm free. That's when I'm free. I want to do that. That's when like I'll be free to do whatever. Yeah, that's when I'm free to just do this podcast and like juggle everything out with this podcast and with classes and stuff. Like I said, I will be having guests come in, outside guests, even students that want to come in. Y'all can come in and we can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. We could talk about topics that I've explained. Again, I want to talk more about like mental health. I want to talk more about childhood trauma. I want to talk about how parents kind of messed us up a little bit. How this generation is going to crap. How what this new generation needs to be like, this upcoming this is what, who are these people now? Generation Alpha? Yeah, Generation Alpha. BD, yeah, like you're bad. I'm Generation Z. Am I Generation Z? Yeah, I'm Generation Z because I was born in 2004. I think I'm Generation Z. My mom thought I was like this new generation. I'm not this new generation. I'm Generation Z. I believe I'm Generation Z. This new generation is Generation Alpha, and that's gonna end. Generation Alpha is gonna end in 2025. So next year it's gonna end, and whatever new generation that's coming up, please God, I hope y'all be better, because it's very different how I feel like it's very, very different how I grew up, because we like growing up, I was able to go outside and do it, like have fun. I felt everybody in the neighborhood knew everybody, so it's just like we wasn't allowing no BS to happen. Like, yeah, it was stuff that was happening, but like I really didn't hear that much about it, because like I wouldn't say the neighborhood was good. Like it was okay, but again, everybody in the neighborhood knew everybody, so it's just like all the kids I was with in the neighborhood, we would all just like have fun. At the time, I lived across the street from the rec center, so on the weekends it would be open for people to go in. Because I remember when my dad took me and my brothers to the rec center. Again, we lived across the street from it, so we would go to the rec center, and the boys, my dad and them, they would play basketball, and I would be like, doing girly stuff like hula hoop, jump rope, the wiggly snake thing. That's what I used to do. I remember that. See, that's like the type of stuff that I used to do. I used to be outside a lot as a kid. But now in this new generation, now as I'm getting older, you can't even go outside and just sit on your porch. Like, that's how bad it is in this new world. You can't even sit outside and relax. You can't even do that. Why? Because people act like they don't got no sense. And people act like they don't got no sense. They act like they have no sense. Like, they act like they lost their minds, and that's why I say, like, COVID really changed people. I really feel like COVID has changed people, and I will talk about that more in next episode. Why I feel like COVID has changed people. We was locked down for like 2 years. We wasn't able to go outside. Everybody we knew was getting sick or passing away from COVID. COVID vaccine. We couldn't even get a COVID vaccine because. Oh, I probably can't talk about that. Edit that out, Mr. Oz, please. I probably can't talk about that. But yeah, COVID was happening. We was on lockdown. We couldn't do anything. People was acting like they ain't got no sense. Riot. They was having a riot. Now the riot thing, that was acceptable. I was like, yeah, I didn't like it, but it was kind of like, what else did you want us to do? Black lives matter. All lives matter. Black lives matter. But yeah, it's just like everything. I feel like everything did a whole 360 when COVID happened. A whole 360. Everything just went haywire after that. Everything just went haywire. And everybody acts like they don't got no sense. It's just sad, low key. They just really act like they don't got no sense. With that being said, this is the end of my podcast. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Again, if I keep saying or if I sound super, super nervous, I'm so sorry. So sorry. This is just my first time. But now I'm feeling a lot more comfortable now. So I will be doing this a lot more. And again, I will be having outside guests. I just asked. I can have outside guests. I can put people on my I could call outside guests. I could bring outside guests in. I can bring guests that go to Essex County. So if y'all go to Essex County and y'all run across this podcast, and if y'all want to join, please join. Please do, because this is gonna be like a very fun vibe. Again, my podcast name is Let's Chat. My name is Mahkiya, and I hope y'all have a very wonderful day. And once again, I love you all, and thank you for attending, and I will see y'all next podcast.
This has been a production of the Essex County College Podcast Club. Copyright 2024, all rights reserved.